Duke Luca Abel tore down the old palace in Karnaca and built himself a new one. A monument to his ego. Whether he knows it's coming or not, I'm here to make him pay for everything he's done. I'm going to show him what happens to those who turn traitor to the Empire. After tonight, the Duke will either be dead or deposed, depending on how this plays out. Whatever happens to Serkonos in the aftermath is his fault, not mine. I've got to get inside, take care of the Duke, and find a way to steal Delilah's soul.
This is my last night. Soon, I'll dissolve into the great nothing.
You can't. I need you.
I've stayed too long. Find Delilah's spirit. Trap her with this cage of dead flesh. Set me free.
I don't understand.
You will, very soon.
Someone to go after the Duke. Another aristocratic boss living in a
I wonder
palace.
what Aramis Stilton can accomplish now that things are different. Duke Abel spared no expense on his new palace. It's tacky if you ask me.
Eventually grow up and learn that his actions as ruler of Serkonos have very real consequences.
He could always count on the backing of Dunwall's finances and navy. Maybe without that, he would have developed a healthy respect for the people of Serkonos. Fear of the executioner's block has been a fine motivator for many a ruler.
Once the Duke falls, it's my hope that we can build something better here. Something more representative and inclusive.
Are you ready for this?
I've been inside a dozen castles and 100 mansions, and they're the same everywhere. The Duke's palace can't be anything worse than Lady Brisby's social afternoons.
Getting inside might not be the hard part. The Duke doesn't exactly run a tight ship.
Taking down Duke Abel is only part of the puzzle. You've also got to find whatever it is he's keeping for Delilah.
You were cryptic about what you gleaned from visiting the Dust District, which is fine. The world is better with a hint of mystery. But once you're inside the Grand Palace, whatever you do could affect things in Karnaca for years to come. Remember that.
I've got a map of the Grand Palace for you, and I know something that may be useful. There's a hidden lever in the pantry that opens a passage to the Duke's vault. If he's keeping anything precious for Delilah, I suspect that's where it'll be. Beyond that, good hunting.
The Duke has pissed away any respect I might have had for his position. He's going to pay for his part in Delilah's coup.
It's not widely known, but the Duke has a body double. The man is the spitting image of Luca.
I hope I've been of some help to you. It's good to feel useful, here near the end of my time.
Another side.
all, the Duke himself. I forgot the thrill of it. Planning drop-off points, picking the approach, thinking about the best ways to kill somebody who lives behind high walls. But with the excitement, there's a black echo that comes back to me for what I did at Dunwall Tower. If anyone deserves killing, though, it's Duke Luca Abel. I've loved a number of women, and even a couple of men. I've never loved anyone like my Deirdre. After I left home,
Should we head toward the palace?
All right, let's go.
At the palace, the Duke has a lookalike body double, meant to confuse assassins. A friend of mine washes the linens and said the double is a smoker, if that helps. Maybe you can talk to him. She says he's a nice guy. What a shitty job, pretending to be a tyrant like Duke Luca Abel.
It's remarkable that people tolerate the Duke.
He's got an army, control of the mines, and he's had your support from the capital. At the Duke's parties, people carve up the country while eating boiled crab.
There were parties like that in Dunwall, full of toadies sucking up to me, stabbing each other in the back.
Poor Empress. I could see those party lights from the roof of the abandoned butcher shop where I slept, in the flooded district.
I know you grew up hard, Megan. I used to wander Dunwall with my face hidden, but when I got tired of it, I could always go back to the tower. Karnaka's given me perspective.
Good. After you've eliminated the Duke, find what he's holding for Delilah and take it. When you're finished, I'll pick you up in the skiff.
Gotta get where it's going. That's why they call it the black market. Can't just sit here. Too much chance a Grand Guard catches on to us, or maybe rightful owners coming to pick it up.
What's the delay getting it to the shop? Bet you afraid we'll get caught?
The guy that runs the shop is nervous. But if they just let us move it straight off the boat. Now, I got a friend over at the shop. Been running protection for black market shops for years here in Karnaka and over at Colorado. So there's basically no risk. That's a secret. These guys deal with me and nobody else. Jones.
I'll probably find myself a card table later on. I got no kids, no wife neither. There was a girl once. She left.
Just once.
See? See? I told you!
No, you bastard!
Now we're getting somewhere.
Damn it! By the boy, give me luck!
His crooked cock.
No such permit, Captain. I know the laws in Karnaka.
Laws change. The Dukes give the Grand Guard leeway to create new fees when needed. You know who else had a nice shop?
Shop burned down.
put it back on the boat.
No exceptions. Either you have the code, or I assume something's off. My boss's orders.
Damn, open this door.
You know I will do this. You're wasting time.
See, I told you.
Damn it! I think my father was the official milliner at the palace, and his father before him.
Here you are, back among your own people, the palace-born and those who curry their favor. Are you feeling more comfortable, Majesty? Are these the people you want running a quarter of your empire? No. It never seemed to bother you before. Maybe it looks different up close. Maybe here it's harder to ignore the way the people outside the palace get through the day. In any case, I know what you're after. The heart you carry can only hold one spirit at a time. So, if you want to walk out with a piece of Delilah, you better be ready to leave something behind.
Take a look around, if you please. Our shop stands above the rest, I assure you. This is what I have for upgrading your equipment. Very good. Come back soon, if I'm still around. Welcome. Please be at ease. Our establishment is secure.
You bet.
Coming tonight?
outsiders balls for what?
Holy shit!
What? Oh!
out feasting. Sometimes I think I'll just do it myself. But then again, I have such a twingy back.
That's not all. Probably not.
Face is cut. Leave me alone. Please. I don't feel like talking. If only I had a boat of my own. That's the life.